There's a lot to go over, so I apologize if anyone felt I left out some important information. As for myself, as an Ultrakill player, I'm not a speedrunner, I'm not a competitive player. I play for the game's sandbox-like gameplay. But my current rank on the leaderboard is number 100 as of making this video. Alright, let's get started. Starting off with the basics, the blue base fire for the Nailgun has good mid-range sustained damage. While it's okay at killing things by itself, it's best when combined with other weapons. You can open up with a piercer shot from afar and second shot from your revolver, then finish off a face with a base fire from a distance. I use piercer default and slab marksman, but this combo still works with piercer slab. And if you're like me and don't shotgun parry that much, that means your punch swap is never on cooldown. So go in, strike twice, then finish off your target while disengaging. So basically, the blue base fire is good for weakening or finishing off enemies from mid to close range, but it's not that good by itself. Alright, on to the green variant. When using this variant, there's a rule of thumb to always follow. If you're not close to your target, don't use it. We can use it with magnets, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're just talking about this variant as a standalone. Using the same combo earlier, the green base fire does surprisingly well, but alas, you have to be close. And since you're close, might as well throw in a punch. But you're probably asking, why not just use a shotgun here instead? And you're completely right. The point for this type of combo is to now use your alt fire on a different target because you didn't need it to take down the one you just did. This type of combo I recommend for people wanting to practice the nailgun and are not too comfortable yet with quickshopping. Now let's talk about the alt fire. As you know, the more you shoot, the weapon heats up, and you can unleash a powerful close-range blast. But why do that when you can shoot one or a few bullets from blue, then swap back to green with the basically full charge alt fire? You can even do this back to back for tons of damage. Here's a quick example of that damage at a close range versus a face. Here's another reminder, if you're not close, it won't be very effective. Alright, time to go over magnets. You get 3 max, and when a magnet is destroyed, it comes back instantly. This information will be key later on. Each magnet can hold up to 100 nails before detonating, but I'm not going to talk about nail bombs because I currently never use them on purpose. If not destroyed, magnets last roughly 12 seconds. If never used, nails last roughly 16 seconds. The magnets attract your nail to said location. From what I can tell, if there's more than one magnet, it attempts to pull the nails to center of all magnets in range. Just because your magnet is placed, don't think it's going to do all the work for you. I don't know the exact range, but I believe each magnet has a sphere radius, and if a nail is out of that sphere range, your nail is not affected. Also, as you can see, even though my nail is being pulled, it's not reaching to its target. That brings me to my second point, which is very important. Still aim with the nail gun. Think of magnets as not increasing your damage, but instead not wasting your damage. I'll get back to this more in a bit. Now let's talk about transferring nails to your target location. So first, this is what you don't want to do. But instead, you want to use 2 magnets instead of 1. Overall, this tech feels a little wonky, but I found this way to be the most consistent. Oh yeah, any explosion will ruin your magnet and nails, so keep that in mind. Alright, this is where things can get crazy. We could spend a long time going over so many scenarios, but no one wants to be here for 20 years. So this is the message in a nutshell. Aiming, your position, where your magnet is on your target matters. Between where your nail is being pulled at, where it's projecting from, and where exactly the magnet is on your target, that's going to make a big difference in your success with a nail gun or not. Along with magnet placement, nails are consumed by corpses, so sometimes it's best to keep your nails from the floor. Here you notice my nails are still not hitting my target, but they are ready to be transferred to a location. This is going back to me saying, don't think of magnets as increasing your damage, think of magnets as not wasting your damage. The number of nails in your target makes a difference at both long range and close range. At long range, it basically ensures your target takes max damage, and at close range, it makes it very forgiving of your aim. I personally stick to 3 magnets at long range, but it's whichever you prefer. Alright, I'm not going to talk for a bit, let's just watch the difference. From here on out, I'm going to refer magnet on your targets as sticking. I'm sure there's plenty more options, but I'm just going to show you my do's and don'ts for sticking. Sticking a trash mob is generally bad because 1, they die too fast, and 2, the magnet sticks into them, causing their corpse to consume your nails, wasting them. Sticking to Cerberus shares similar traits with the trash mob, but it's more acceptable, because typically, when a Cerberus dies, the duration of the magnet is almost up, so you won't have to worry too much about your nail being consumed by a corpse. And sticking a face is good, because when it dies, the explosion from its corpse destroys the magnets, instantly returning them. One enemy you don't ever want to stick is the street cleaner, because they dodge your first magnet. But if you want to be cool for no reason, you can stick them after they dodge your first magnet. And pointless fun fact, if you stick a street cleaner, they still attempt to dodge if it's connected to them. This sometimes can lead to their suicide by falling from too high or falling off the Cyber Grand stage. When it comes to sticking multiple targets, I will if they are mid to close range to another. In theory, you're basically splitting your damage into 3 targets. It may seem like low damage, but between enemies being able to damage each other, sometimes that split damage works out very well. And here's an example of why I don't like sticking targets from too far apart. I don't like it, but you can try it out and maybe you'll find better use with it. Sometimes it's best to stick to a nearby surface, pretend you never fired a magnet, then after your target is dead, all the nails you missed with are ready to be transferred. And almost forgot to mention this, the blue railgun detonates all nails attached to the target hit, dealing tons of damage. I feel I barely scratched the surface with this weapon, but this video is long enough. The Nailgun is both the most complicated and hardest to use weapon in the game. Now I'm just going to display a showcase of combos or intended strategies with the Nailgun, then close out with the montage. But really, the Nailgun is the type of weapon the more you use it, you'll get better with it, because it's the only weapon where every detail makes or breaks the best choice to make in the moment.